2020 Ford Escape and some of the newer ones, there's already a video on how to take the indoor trim panel off, so go check that out. But this one had the window going down in the back, and it actually got stuck halfway down. Couldn't put it up, couldn't do anything. Fortunately, it stopped raining shortly after it happened, and I got to the bottom of it. But I'm just going to show you all how to take this off a little bit easier without breaking anything. That was holding up the window for the last 2 days. Now, I think the underlying issue with these regulators, this whole assembly, it's really easy to take out and put in. The problem is it's very thin plastic, and I think it flexes, and all the gearing, everything is just super cheap plastic. And these are definitely going to be an issue coming up. You are going to also, if you disassemble everything, going to need to hook back up for the switch for the power windows, because if that's not hooked up, you will not be able to move it. You really need to try to put it into the lower position. This is where it connects right here to the tabs. You'll be actually putting your hand through the speaker, and by doing that on the back side, this is the side you can't get to or see, but you'll be taking this tab, which is connected to the window, and pulling it to like the outside of the vehicle, and then pulling it off of these two tabs right here. That's one of the trickiest parts. If you can't see it, just so you know it's there. What ended up happening with this one is this whole assembly, these have screws on it, hold it in place. Already removed them so I can quickly show. The actual cables were stuck in the gearing. I was gonna buy a whole new one and took it apart, figured out how to fix it. Essentially all you have, it's almost like a reel. The cables go opposite directions on this. I just put it all back in place, and this is what it should look like. These were off as well, the cables, everything had popped off. So with it working, it turns in here, opposite directions on that. This is what it's doing. So you might be able to just fix one without having to buy this. This is about $150 online. But this is the whole assembly, comes off real easy. The only other trick, other than loosening all of these little plastic tabs, is you do have this 110 millimeter, and that's sitting right in here. So you just need to cut that, open up that. If you can see it, there's all these yellow tabs, that one right there. That's the one. Once that's loosened, this whole thing will pop down and out of this. You do need to be careful, bring it off to the side so you don't scratch any of the tint on the window, but it pulls right out. And then just hook it back up. Make sure this tab here as well is hooked back onto this window properly, or it could fall down. Good luck.